Amir, I'm Baba. Will you tell me the story of another prophet today? Baba smiling gently. I'm glad, my son, that you love listening to the stories of the prophets. A heart that loves these stories becomes filled with light and wisdom. Tell me, Amir, are you ready for another beautiful journey? Amir, yes, Baba, I love every story you tell me. Which prophet will you talk about today? Baba, inshallah. Today, I will begin telling you the story of the last prophet Allah sent to this world. Prophet Muhammad, the mercy to all mankind. Amir. Mashallah. I'm excited, Baba. I will listen carefully. Long before the Prophet Muhammad walked upon the earth, the city of Makkah was already known as a sacred land. It was the home of the Kaaba, the house built by Prophet Ibrahim and his son Ismail. Generations passed, and from the noble descendants of Prophet Ismail emerged the blessed lineage that would one day lead to the final prophet. On the 12th of Rabiul Awwal, in the year of the elephant, a child was born whose name would one day shine across every land and every heart. His name was Muhammad, meaning the praised one. His mother was Amina bint Wahb, a gentle, noble woman from the respected tribe of Banu Zuhra. His father was Abdullah, the beloved son of Abdullah Muttalib, chief of the Quraysh. But even before the Prophet opened his eyes to the world, Allah had already destined him to taste hardship. His father, Abdullah, passed away before he was born. So Muhammad entered this world as an orphan, yet wrapped in Allah's protection. Amina cared for him with deep love. When he was only a few months old, he was sent to the desert, as was the custom of the Arabs, to be raised by a nursing mother where the air was pure and clean. There, he was taken care of by the kind-hearted Halima. Under her care, the young Muhammad grew strong, healthy, and blessed. Halima noticed that wherever this child went, blessings followed. Animals produced more milk, and her home seemed filled with peace and abundance. After a few years, Muhammad returned to his mother. For 6 precious years, she raised him with tenderness. But when he was 6, Amina passed away during a journey. The little child stood beside her grave, his heart breaking. But Allah was preparing him for a mission far greater than any child could imagine. After his mother's death, Muhammad was taken in by his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, a wise and respected elder. Abdul Muttalib loved the boy deeply. He would seat him beside him on his own carpet, a place of honor no one else dared to sit. People would try to move the young child away, but Abdul Muttalib would say, "Leave him. This boy will be someone great." 2 years later, Abdul Muttalib also passed away, and so, at the age of 8, Muhammad came under the care of his uncle Abu Talib. Abu Talib was not wealthy, but he had a heart full of kindness and love. He treated Muhammad like his own son. As he grew older, Muhammad helped his uncle tend to the sheep. He spent long hours in the quiet desert, watching the stars, thinking deeply and learning patience, responsibility, and gentleness. Many prophets were shepherds, and Allah was preparing him for leadership. When Muhammad was 12 years old, he accompanied Abu Talib on a trade journey to Busra in Syria. It was a long desert journey, filled with hardship and danger, but something extraordinary happened. A Christian monk named Bahira saw signs of prophethood in Muhammad. He warned Abu Talib, "Take this child back to Makkah and protect him. A great future awaits him." Abu Talib didn't fully understand what Bahira meant, for to him, Muhammad was simply a gentle, noble boy. But he took the warning seriously and returned with him to Makkah. Years passed. Muhammad grew into a man known for his wisdom, honesty, and perfect manners, and never lied, never cheated, and never worshipped idols, even though the people of Makkah were drowned in idol worship and corruption. Because of his pure character, everyone began calling him Al-Amin, the trustworthy. He would help Abu Talib with household chores and support the family financially by working as a shepherd and trader. Though he lived among people surrounded by injustice, tribal wars, and arrogance, Muhammad remained pure, gentle, and compassionate. He helped the poor, comforted the weak, and always spoke kindly. By the age of 25, He had earned a reputation for honesty in trade. This reputation reached Khadija bint Khuwailid, a wealthy and noble widow known for her intelligence and dignity. She needed someone trustworthy to manage her trade caravans. When she heard about Muhammad, she immediately offered him the position. Muhammad accepted the offer and led her caravan to Syria. This man is unlike anyone I have ever seen. He is kind, patient, trustworthy. Even in the heat of the desert, a cloud seemed to shade him, and Allah placed barakah in every business deal he made. Khadija was deeply moved. She saw in Muhammad a man of truth, character, and purity, qualities rare at that time. Though many wealthy men had proposed to her, she had rejected them all. But for Muhammad, her heart opened. Through her sister, she sent a message to him. "Why are you not married, Muhammad?" "For lack of means," he replied humbly. "What if you were offered a bride of beauty, wealth, and noble character? Who could that be?" he asked. When he heard the name Khadija, he was surprised. "She has refused the greatest men of Quraysh," he said. "Do not worry," her sister replied. "Khadija herself wishes this." Their marriage was arranged, and from the moment they joined their lives, a beautiful chapter began, one of the greatest marriages in history. Khadija gave Muhammad love, comfort, and unwavering support. For 25 years, they lived in harmony, raising their family with kindness and mercy.